Welcome everyone to just a beautiful song by Sir Paul McCartney. Another Day, standard tuning. I'm using my 12-string guitar. It's a beautiful song. He wrote in a 12-string. There's a great video of him playing this on Jimmy Kimmel on YouTube, and that's where I got some of it. A lot of the tabs and stuff out there had him playing a D7th, but it was clear watching the video he's playing a D. So with that said, I've written this out as far as the chords and the little licks. If you're not sure some of the chords, I'll explain them, but I also have a little note at the end of the tablature what each odd chord is. There's a C major, there's a C sharp E minor over E minor. So that kind of stuff, but we'll go over it. So it starts out with a simple G, and the strumming is very simple. It's a down, down, up, and then an up, down, up. All right, so. What's nice about it is he kind of hits the bass notes with the down, up, and then down before he really kind of pulls up with the upper strings. It gives you time when you move to your B7 to get your pinky down. Alright? B7's a little bit odd. We don't move to that very much. I noticed he uses this form of G to this B7. Obviously it's a B7. Okay? So what we're going to start out, like I said, down, down, up, down, and then B7th, E minor, A minor. Now A minor goes for a measure and a half before he cuts it short and sings It's Just Another Day. Alright, so our A minor is a measure and a half long, so it's down, down, and then up, up, and then down, up, down before we switch to D and G. Okay, at that point he changes to a C, to a G. We'll do that 3 times. And again, the strumming changes a little bit. It's more of just a down, up, down for each chord. So after the third one, we go, it would be an A minor, but we just palm mute an A power chord basically and bring that up slowly. There's 12 counts. On the 12th count, you're going to hit the open A and do this walk down from the 6th string 3rd fret to the 2nd fret to open, and let open ring. And then they stop. So that G is cut a little bit short. And then we start verse 2. Verse 2 is similar to verse 1, rather than doing our C to G at that point. Another day, we're going to go into a do-do-do-do-do. Alright, so let's play through At the Office Where the Papers Grow, She Takes a Break, the second verse. 1, 2, 3, 4. After this G, we're going to go to a C, and it fools you a little bit because you move to the C for about a half measure, and then he comes in with the do-do-do. Alright, so it's strictly C to A minor movement. The bass is all over this. The bass is doing walk downs, walk ups, But really what you got to focus on with the acoustic guitar, and again, watching Paul live, so we're going to go from C to A minor, do, and then he's back to just another day, and then he goes do, 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 and then we're to an E minor on the third do, all right? So the timing is really kind of, it's one of those things, again, if you watch my notes and follow along with the song, you'll be able to follow it. But on the third do, you're going to E minor, do, and then the last A minor, again, another day, and then he stops again, all right? So what you'll hear here is this, another day. So his movement there, after we go another day and stop, is we come back in with a G, and we're going to move that down to an F sharp over D. Alright, so we use the F sharp, mute the 5th string, let the 4th string ring. We're going to cover the 3rd string 2nd fret and the 2nd string 3rd fret. We don't need to worry about the 1st string. Alright, but it's just a movement down. If you just go and then E minor, that's fine, but this is what he's doing. Okay, so that A minor is done for full 2, I won't say measures, 2 counts or 4. And then we stop again, alright? Now we're going to go into, like I said, it's more of a bridge where he's so sad. Sometimes you feel so sad. So this is where some of the odd chords are. You know, it's very Beatlesque. So that's where some of this comes in. There's an augmented D and a D6, walk up from a D. That really makes the song interesting, moves it forward, and pulls you along. Okay, for this bridge, we'll talk about the chords first. We'll go from an E minor, right, to that C major 7. So basically we're just on playing a C, but we leave our first finger off. Alright? Then we're going to move up to a C sharp on that 5th string. We're not going to play the 6th string. We're going to play the 2nd fret of the 4th string in the open 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. For a C sharp over E minor, sorry. And back to C major 7th and C. Alright? We'll go through that twice. The first time, the timing's a little bit shorter. So we're going to go, if you sing along or follow along, it'll make sense, but it'll sing so sad, so sad. Sometimes she feels so sad. That C sharp over E minor to back to C major 7 is always a little bit quicker. Now we're going to sing Alone in Her Apartment with an E minor. Then we'll move to our C major 7th when he says she dwelt. Till the man of her dreams with the C sharp over E minor comes to break the spell. Alright, after that, E minor, you'll hear this. So open 6th string to 3rd fret, open 5th string 2nd fret, open 4th again to 2nd fret. And then he just moves to an E minor. It's palm muted basically. And then we go to an A minor, stop, and now we're going to do those D and D augmented and D6 chords. So looking at my notes, really this is just a continuation of that bridge. Alright, so we're going to do that lick. Ah, and then he sings stay with the A minor, stay. And then he stops and he'll sing don't stand her up, and you'll go into a D when he says up. it's a beautiful walk up. We're doing D, and then D augmented, and then D sixth. So from the D, just move your middle finger and your first finger. Put your first finger on that second fret. Your middle finger will go onto the third string, third fret. Then your pinky just comes down on that third string. Alright? Then he goes to our B7 to E minor. This E minor is kind of starting the, it is starting the end, but the end ends, okay, of this bridge with the C major 7, C sharp over E minor 7th, back to C major 7th, and E minor. Alright, it's just the shorter one. Stop. Alright. Now we're going to go into, I guess you'd consider this the chorus. It starts out like a verse, G to our B 7th, to our E minor, to A minor, just another day, and then our just another day. You get the idea. So, but with that said, when he says day, we're going to do our walk down again. G, F sharp over D to E minor for 2. And then we'll start the so sad part again. Alright, and then the lick again. And then our don't stand her up. Okay, so we know that part. So after the D walk up again, we're back D 6th, okay, and then we go to our B 7th and E minor, which leads us into the so sad part, which slows down again. Then we stop. Alright, now, the very last verse. Alright, it's just like the first verse. Alright, we're going to do a G, B7th, E minor, A minor, and end with it's another day, and go to our C, G 3 times. Just another day. It's just another day. Just another. The way he ends it, the third day, he stretches it out. Day. God, I'm so sorry for this singing. D to G. Then we end it with an F. C. G. Okay, so just another and that's the whole song. So I apologize for my timing singing in that part. I really, really hope this helps you to play this beautiful, again, if you don't have a 12 string, I suggest it. A lot of my earlier videos were just on a Yamaha 12 string, and I got a lot of mileage out of that. They sound beautiful, and I think I paid $200 or $300 for it. Anyhow, if you can afford it, it's really a great guitar to have in your arsenal. I've got a lot of 12 string videos, so I'll add this to that playlist. and I hope everyone enjoys.